Hi guys, welcome back to Hope is Alive channel. We're looking at 4 ways. Remember, Paul said in 2 Corinthians 2:1, referring to Satan, we are not ignorant of his devices, and we're looking at 4 ways that he opposes God's work, and we're taking these from the scriptures in Nehemiah. The first one was ridicule. The second one was intimidating plots, when the enemies come together and try to get us from all sides. The third one is discouragement. Pressures from outside often cause pressures within. And discouragement is one of the key weapons in Satan's arsenal. It was discouragement that kept Israel from entering the promised land. You see that in Numbers 13 when they were in Kadesh Barnea. Remember, they said, we will not be able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we are, in verse 31. The 10 unbelieving spies discouraged the heart of the nation in Numbers 32:9, and as a result of that, the nation wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. So we can see how powerful discouragement is. Where are you discouraged today? What is something that God has promised you, and the enemy's just got inside here and it's just telling, no, you can't do that. You can't, no way you can do that. Even doing these videos, the number of times I've sat down and just been so discouraged. So they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years until a new generation was ready to conquer the land. And it's interesting that that discouragement came out of the tribe of Judah. And, you know, they had David's blood in their system. So you'd think all those men and women in there would be strong and mighty, full of great faith and full of courage. But in Nehemiah 6:17-19, you'll see that some people from the tribe of Judah were secretly cooperating with Tobiah the Ammonite. You see that a combination of marriage being aligned with Tobiah and the desire to make money, it divided their loyalties, and it became a source of discouragement for a lot of people. And the fourth one is simply this: fear. And we see that in Nehemiah 4:11-23. There were Jews who lived in outlying villages, and they kept bringing reports into the city saying, you know, get ready for another surprise attack. And they might have just been spreading rumors, or they might have been conspiracy theory people. We don't know, but they kept saying the same story repeatedly. And it actually says 10 times they brought a report. And when you see something like 10 times, and I'll do another video on that because I find this fascinating, but it's a Hebrew phrase which means many times. And you can see that in Genesis 31:41 and Numbers 14:22. Because what happens with fear is fear paralyzes you. And fear is contagious, and fear paralyzes others. Fear and faith can't live in the same heart. Jesus said in Matthew 8:26, why are you fearful, ye of little faith, you of little faith? Frightened people discourage others and help bring defeat. And you see that in Deuteronomy 20:8. So when we're in a situation that creates fear in our hearts, we've got to remind ourselves there's only one way out of this, and that's remind yourself of the greatness of God. That's the approach David took when he faced Goliath in 1 Samuel 17. When the enemy learned in Nehemiah 4 that Jerusalem was now armed and ready, they backed off. God had frustrated their plans. And again, Nehemiah spoke words of encouragement to the people in verses 19-20. He reminded them that they were involved in a great work. So therefore, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. I really hope this encourages your heart today. Don't be discouraged. Don't live in fear.
Hey, thanks very much for watching Hope is Alive channel. For more videos, you can click here or here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, send it to your friends. Take care. You can choose now. Yeah, just anyway.